you, I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. Silhouettes of you are like a dawn. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion, even though I offer all of the solutions. I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless, I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me? And 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 will you get bored of killing me?
What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy 8-Bit. So without further ado,
I'm sorry, I couldn't get the binoculars out in time.
Look, well, let's not stand on ceremony, mate. Let's start the show.
all right, so let's go ahead and get this thing kicking, shall we? Let's get the music piped in for y'all. Let me know if I need to bring it up some. Oh, wow. Joker froze. Well, it is still a live stream of a live stream, right? Let me do something right quick.
Good evening, agents. Woo! Welcome back for another Marvel Future Fight live stream. Thanks for joining us.
Make sure I'm
your
not
community manager,
jumping on
Guerrero.
auto.
Announcer, how are
Res,
you doing?
auto
I'm
resolution.
doing really good, 3RL. Thank you, man. I'm glad to be here with the
All right.
agents. I'm glad to be here with you, 3RL, and we're about to be with gods.
Yeah.
Yo.
Lowercase g.
About to be with the gods.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
The Olympians.
Thank you for everyone in this studio room for being here today. It was a nightmare to get to downtown Los Angeles today, but we're not going to talk about that. Get ready to enter the dimension where the gods revered.
What's going on in downtown LA?
The theme of the November update is Immortals of Olympus. This is one of the most famous ancient mythologies worldwide, rivaling the Norse myth represented by Thor and Loki. Just hearing the update's name conjures up images of unique landscapes and grand stories of heroes from Greek and Roman eras, both of them combined in this update. Now, allow me to introduce the Masters of Olympus Dimension.
So that explains their thinking.
Hades, aka Pluto, Hercules, Venus, aka Aphrodite, and Athena, like you said, blending of both worlds.
Yeah, there's a lot of new 5 heroes. They're like from all the lore all over the place, and I'm sure they're gonna need like an epic stage, right?
Also, they're calling the Immortals.
Chat, let us know which hero you're most excited for. That's right. As we previously announced, there will be a new epic quest theme centered around Olympus will be added. And I believe agents probably have a pretty high expectation for this new epic quest. So I guess we'll go ahead and take a closer look at this update. But before that, it's almost time to dive into those details for this November update. But if you've been here before, you got to give you my little just presentation. Please note the footage presented today is on a live stream, is on a test build in a testing environment or recorded in a test environment. And there may be differences from the actual update. And in case you're new here, hello, how are you doing? I'm 3RL. Thanks for joining us on this Monday evening, right after the time change. If you're
the background is dope.
But we have a gift for agents to the very end of the stream, so be sure to look out for that. And if you're new here, like this video, subscribe to our channel. What are you waiting for? Let's jump in to the November updates. It's time.
Let's go. We certainly waited long enough.
Okay, how's everybody doing? Announcer, you ready?
Yeah, everybody in chat's really excited for Athena. I saw a few like Hades in there.
Excited for Zeus. I just saw someone pop in.
Excited for Zeus.
All right. First, we're gonna open the door with a long-awaited.
So I wonder if the background is gonna be like a new regular sort of setup.
Quest. It's the Immortals of Olympus. But just note, if you want to avoid even the slightest spoiler, now's the time to either go get a snack, mute the sound, look away for a moment, and we'll be back with just the character introductions. But yeah, otherwise, let's go ahead and check it out. Well, obviously,
it's game content, bro. I'm not worried about spoilers.
Olympus, jump right in. Immortals of Olympus, the story begins.
Yeah.
Narrate, just so you know. New York City, the Mount Olympus of the modern world. Oh, it's going fast. It's been far too long since I've walked these books. I had it on auto progress. All right. But this is no more sightseeing excursion. Nay, Hercules has great reason to bless this city with the powerful presence once more.
Sounds like Thor.
My dearest friend,
I say
young
thee,
Amadeus Cho,
nay.
sent warnings that a dire situation was unfolding here. A treacherous trial that could only be conquered by the most legendary of heroes. Of course, he's talking about himself. Lucky for him, with troubles afoot, the Lion of Olympus is quick to lend a fist.
Wow, that's epic. Look at that.
Hail, mortals! Hear the words of Athena, goddess of wisdom. For centuries, I have lived atop Mount Olympus with my fellow gods watching over your civilizations. Modern man no longer feels a need for us, but we have never abandoned our devotion to you. Take, for instance, my brother, the mighty Hercules. Oh, I guess I'm a different person now. Born a demigod, this noble hero chosen to life live on Earth, protecting your innocent by completing grand labors. Countless legends have been told and the trials of Hercules has faced, but now the Lion of Olympus is preparing for one of the greatest challenges.
The Lion of Olympus.
That's a lot of pressure, you know.
Oh, you're just skipping through now? Okay.
The Lion of Olympus. Mortals of Olympus, Chapter 1. The legendary hero Olympus returns to another epic adventure.
Hercules.
The Mortals of Olympus, Chapter 1.
Overview here.
Okay.
Everyone have enough time?
Lord of Heaven and Hell.
All right. So, Here we have it. Go ahead.
Oh, so they do have a
We're gonna
deluxe.
require the hero to have it start. And
So they do have a deluxe pack. So now the question is, how much this time? Oh, and he's tier 4. Okay, dope. Oh, and he's native tier 3?
The hero of heroes, you know, he's.
Are they all native tier 3? Oh, bro, tier 5 is coming, bros.
All right.
Six.
Go ahead and
Whoa,
stop it there.
whoa.
Let us know what you think so far.
Yeah, we're gonna go back right quick. Yeah, we're gonna go back right quick just so we can check that.
Hanging out.
Yo.
Right, we're gonna go ahead and stop it there.
He skips past it pretty quick.
What you think so far? Hanging out.
Okay, so 6,600 crystals. So no discount for this when they said it was going to be cheaper. But they did say that also this is a test environment and da-da-da. So maybe it was just easier for them to plug and play, and then at launch it'll be a different price. But we rarely see that. So I don't know, good my guys. We're going to have to wait and see. Doesn't look like there's a discount so far. 6,600 crystals. There could be a bigger rebate,
Go ahead and
maybe.
stop it there.
So maybe instead of getting like 1,500 crystals back,
you have to check out
or 1,100 or whatever the case was, maybe you get back like 2,000, 2,500, which would still be a discount.
Underworld, and finally Zeus, the father of Olympus, who leads it all, will appear. In addition, Hercules, who you naturally acquire and grow as you progress through the epic quest. Athena can be obtained through Dimension Shift, and Hades, Pluto, aka, can be obtained through the deluxe pack that you saw earlier.
So he's the deluxe pack character, Pluto.
Hercules,
okay.
MODOK, Hulk, Amadeus Cho, Venus, Ares, Athena, and Hades. You can acquire Zeus, the king of Olympus. I can see that.
So you got to do all of them to get Zeus. Amadeus Cho. What business does Amadeus Cho? Hold up. I promise we're gonna stop doing this. Damn it! I have this thing already ready right there. Okay, so it's still a shitload of characters, bro. And you have to build all of the Olympians to tier 2. Well, at least it's tier 2 to unlock him. It's not tier 3 or no shit like that, which is great. Hercules must be native tier 2 then, so they already had him kind of done a little bit. So that's a lot better, actually, that they're all native tier 2 or lower. What business does MODOK have in being in here? And what business does Amadeus Cho have being in here? They're trolling, bro. They're trolling hard, bro. For them two, I mean, they're free to play, yeah, but damn, they could have picked better.
As for those who might be disappointed that Zeus is tier 3, let me give you a little spoiler. Maybe wait a minute for the suspense. Do you remember Goblin Queen Madeline Pryor? Yeah. Hopefully that gives you enough hint, but we guarantee that Zeus will live up to his majestic stature. Now, let's
wait. What did he say about Maddie?
Maybe wait a minute for the suspense. Do you remember Goblin Queen Madeline Pryor?
Oh.
Yeah. Hopefully that gives you enough hint. Okay. But we guarantee that Zeus will live up to his majestic stature.
Okay, so what he's talking about is when Madeline Pryor released, she was tier 3 only, and it took him a while to release her tier 4. So I'm assuming he means that
all right, right on time.
You know, most of or all of the characters will be tier 4, especially Zeus.
Everybody's excited for like
and apparently Hercules.
People they're able to unlock in the Epic Quest, so that's pretty cool.
All right. First, let's welcome the superhero among superheroes.
And it doesn't look like any of them have uniforms, so hopefully they're worth it.
I'm a fan of Hercules. I mean, at least from a couple movies I've seen. I don't know much about him from Marvel, except that he is in the MCU, has made a little bit of a debut. So did Zeus, though, technically. This immortal, who has achieved numerous legendary feats, is set to undeniably prove his strength in Marvel Future Fight. Hercules will be an alien male superhero faction, as you can see over there, and is considered to be a leader and a dealer. He can be acquired for free through the epic quest, Immortals of Olympus, and can be grown to tier 3 by completing those challenges. And as you saw on my screen, he's also being released up to tier 4, and you can advance him right away if you want to. As befitting a superhero of Olympus, Hercules specializes in using his incredible superhuman strength, and he is an all-arounder who possesses not only might, but great speed. And we'll take a look at his explosive speed later. Furthermore, I think his superhuman strength, combined with the weapon, that giant mace there, he has a little sword on his back. Not a little sword.
Yeah, just FYI for the confusion, Hercules is not a native tier 4. We could correct that.
Yeah, sorry.
That was just kind of confusing right there.
Yeah. So not native tier 4.
Yeah.
He starts out as native tier 2, and you can go all the way up to tier 3.
Yeah.
And then you can unlock him to tier 4.
Just for a little bit of confusion.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, because that was hella wild, bro.
All right.
Y'all like tier 3. Tier 4.
We have
It's
Alliance
like, wait a minute, is he native tier 3?
Applies to all allies and increases HP by a percentage.
Okay, so he'll be able to
His
use
passive
White
is called
Fox.
Immortal Hercules.
And they
This
have an
applies super
Olympians
armor,
tag.
Increases all basic defenses by a percentage and decreases basic damage received and activates.
And they're
when HP is below
alien.
99% and will heal. His second passive is called Power of Olympus. This grants a chance to penetrate with super armor, barrier shield, all damage immune and invincible, and increases skill damage as well as bonus damage. All right,
Okay,
let's check
skill
out.
damage, bonus damage is never bad.
Alrighty then. Now, as always,
Alrighty then.
go ahead and test them out. Great equalizer.
Okay, foot speed isn't too bad.
Like solid gold.
And you're just getting smacked by Hercules. Like, this dude completed all kinds of feats, like 7 feats of strength. If you know his lore.
Are you a Hercules fan?
Hercules. Yeah, dude.
All right, let's jump right into it. Skill 1, Herc Clap. Clap.
Hurt, clap.
So
Really?
he definitely just
Y'all
slaps
capping.
him in the face, claps him, if you will. This is just some physical damage. All right, skill 2, Hercules Rush.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eh,
Try to. I went the wrong
does have an iframe, so it's not too bad, and it has some.
Right there, it's
Looks like it
correct.
has some lingering damage too,
Enables,
so that's pretty
attacking
cool.
Enemies who have activated the ignore targeting effect, applies bleed.
Okay, so
stun,
it has
and
ignore
removes
iframe on it.
from target as well as fracture while applying barrier to self. Skill number 3 is called Golden Mace Smash. Okay, so it is made of
It
gold.
is gold.
Doesn't gold melt pretty? I don't know. Like,
Mm-hmm.
is it a high temperature or low temperature?
That's a low temperature.
Low temperature.
Really. Wow.
This causes stun. Scale 4, Olympian Charge. Charge. Yeah. There. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, that. Oh,
Yeah.
whoa,
It's
whoa,
too
whoa,
fast for the
whoa.
camera, dude.
All right, bro.
Cracking. That was great. All right. This causes silence and incapacitation as well as paralysis.
Silence?
And it grants 100% chance to grant all damage immunity. We're gonna press that one more.
Oh, I gotta find me a real good.
All right.
I gotta get that silence.
4.
What did we-
It's like a button push,
Oh yeah.
a
sorry,
MIDI.
sorry. That's why I was.
Before his
yeah.
Olympian charge. There it is.
Oh, that was the
It
same.
was
I did
too
it right.
fast
I
for the
just-
camera.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry.
Now we're on skill.
Skill 5, Golden Mace. Now that everyone's all scattered. There. Ooh.
Wow. he
Oh
goes
wow, that
bananas
thing
over
has a
there.
long.
You think about it, if it's really made of
Um,
gold, it's a softer metal. So you think it dents when like enemies' heads?
Yeah, that's where my head was going at first. I was like,
Yeah.
I wonder.
It's
if this thing is so
magic.
fast.
It's
Uh,
magical.
This applies bleed, stun, and decreases all basic defense by a percentage, and is stackable. Applies invincible, increases all basic attacks, defense, speed, and crit rate while removing.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool.
Right. Skill. His ultimate skill next up is Hero's Descent, which makes it sound like he is,
Sounds like it might have itself something.
I don't know. Darkness, evil, the
Madness.
underworld, madness.
Wow, I
That's
love the
fun.
golden light, dude.
Oh, he uses both the sword
And the mace.
and the mace.
Was that sword always on his back?
Yeah, it's been there the whole
Oh,
time.
wow, okay.
Well, that's why I was joking earlier. I was like, oh, he
Yeah.
has a little sword. And I rotated him, and it was like, nope, it's just like half his body length. Maybe almost as tall as him. All right. This causes fracture, incapacitation, and paralysis. Ignoring target dodge rate grants invincible and increases all basic attack by a percentage. He can channel the power of his golden mace and great sword to launch even more destructive attacks on his enemies.
Dude, he does a lot of hits. That's a lot of hits on that move.
Hopefully none of them are awakened.
And his
also
skill is called Hero of Heroes.
They all deserve to be tier 3.
To swap out his striker for someone who was also on the thing, but when I was doing it, gladiator sensitive. This applies itself and increases all basic attacks by a percentage. All right, let's check out his combos.
Combo time.
All right, 3, 4, and 5.
Nice.
Angle. That's okay. Alrighty.
If all of the Olympians are tier 3, I think
beauty, Venus.
Everyone on that list to unlock Zeus is tier 3.
All right. As I said, we have Venus, aka Aphrodite, as the world's most influential god of beauty. She has countless worshippers who are completely smitten with her. What do you think, agents? Are you also smitten?
I think our agents will be smitten as well.
Mind and charm machine.
Elegant, classic Roman Greek kind of sash.
Toga party.
So we hope you also adore her. So let us know. If you want to see her full potential, she's even easier to grow. Not just by completing clearing stages of the epic quests, but she's also conveniently available through the biometric selector, which means even more agents will get a chance
dope.
to witness.
And she drops notes.
Strength. She is an alien female superhero, and it serves as a supporter. As one of Olympus's
Makes sense
magic users,
to make her support.
She can utilize various magical abilities such as invisibility, flight, teleportation, weather manipulation, and energy projection. In particular, her enchanting songs boost the courage of the Olympian gods. So be sure to listen closely for her songs on the battlefield. However, be warned that this beautiful melody reaches the ears of her enemies. They face danger of having their minds controlled.
So don't listen if you're an enemy.
Right?
Oh, that's dope.
Makes you wonder, because she also control her friends if
she mind controls enemies as part of a passive.
Who could resist
that would
such
be
a captivating
dope.
sound with her appearance, her song, and those stunning magical abilities. Anyway, let's jump into her leader skills. We have Song of Perfection. This applies
Purification.
Purification. Thank you. That's what you're here for. I get so excited I just read it. You know, Song of Purification. This applies to Olympus allies only. Has an activation rate when debuffed and removes all debuffs. Her passive is the Beauty. This applies itself immunity to charm and decreases basic damage received. And activation rate is when hit and applies itself. Also grants invisibility. Tier 2 passive is called Olympian Hymn. Also applies to Olympus allies only. This increases basic damage dealt to supervillain factions by a percentage while decreasing the damage received from supervillain factions.
Okay.
All right, let's check her out in game as well.
That makes sense. So she's got debuff removal and increased damage to superhero and supervillain.
Okay.
So, and invisibility. So she may be in line to be kind of a PvP DPS.
Makes me think about like how
lead / support, which would be cool.
All right, Song of Enchantment.
Oh, so she's awakened. So okay. Her and Aphrodite looks like.
More time at this line of people.
Or her and
causes
Athena.
snare while applying barrier and mind damage. Skill 2.
Aphrodite and
Venus
Athena.
Blast. Teleported a little bit there.
It's kind of slow for a teleport, honestly.
This causes burn, increases mind resistance, and is also stackable while ignoring immunity. Also causing some mind damage. Skill
But the
3
repositioning is
Goddess's
nice.
Grace. How's chat doing? Ooh, that's fun.
Silver surfaces.
I think
like
he
her
did that
design.
early. It's a dope skill though, and it looks like it has a
Causes mind
V-pad.
control and paralysis. Let's go one more time. Accumulates pure damage when attacking, and of course increases all basic attacks based on that pure damage accumulated. Skill 4 is called Goddess's Beckoning. Looks like a little tornado on the thing.
Ex-Sawman likes her red hair.
It's like it got some invincibility.
Wow, that was pretty epic. Like a huge tornado.
Like a musical tornado, maybe? Do I see music clips?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And
nope, just a regular.
that's some kind of penetration.
Causes shock and decreases mind resistance as well, while granting invincible and increasing mind damage by a percentage. Skill 5.
That's probably the frenzy
Aphrodite
buff.
Serenade.
You're gonna see some music notes here, bro.
Yeah, better. Yeah. We got a whole.
There's an attack buff on there.
Oh, there they are. This causes silence and charm, and decreases all basic defenses, recovers a percentage of HP, and grants a 100% chance to grant. All right. Next up, we have our awakened skill, Goddess's Blessing.
Breaking
You can
up.
see another goddess there in the background. In fact, I love now that I see it, they're switched on each one.
Yeah, the
This is
icon's
pretty
really cool.
All right, let's check this out.
You get a glimpse into our next character.
True. Oh,
That's really
That's
sick,
cool.
dude. They're both wailing on these dudes.
I wish there was a way to slow it
That's
down
a lot of hits, too.
for just the sake of like this. See, Dina just kind of with that yellow and she's spinning around with it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. This causes burn, stun, fracture, and decreases all basic defenses and stackable. Applies itself a critical rate increase, a critical damage increase, ignoring target dodge rate, your chance to penetrate, super armor, barrier, shield, all damage immune, and invincible while granting invincible, and removes all debuffs while increasing basic attacks and basic defenses. All right, combo time.
Combo.
3, 5, and 4. Real quick. Oh, okay.
The lag got you there,
Lag.
dude.
I'm blaming on that. All right, reset.
If that 3 has a V-pad, you may want to go 5, 4, 3 if the 5 is cancelable.
Alrighty, and now it's time to meet a warrior as beautiful
And the
as her,
4 is
yet
cancelable.
unwillingly aggressive, Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war.
And war.
And you may wind up getting more damage and more hits because it looks like when you cancel the 3, you lose all the hits.
All right, let's go. She looks way more suited for battle. I will say
Athena
that.
looks really epic. Like a female version of Ares.
Yeah, I'm a fan. There's that another video game IP that I have played for most of my life.
Okay.
That makes me think of that. Athena's birth itself was quite a struggle. She was swallowed while still in her mother's womb by her own father, Zeus. You read that? You heard that correctly. I don't really know the details, and
This
I don't know.
shit
I gotta
is
look into
wild,
that. But
bro.
like a true immortal of myth, she was safely born.
Yeah, that's pretty. The Greek and Roman.
Yeah,
myths
there's
are
always
really
this like
crazy.
I think even like
Mhm.
if
I'm sure
you-
that's depicted in a painting somewhere. It's like a really creepy painting of like her swallowing. Like I don't know,
well,
man.
if you
It's
think about
crazy.
it too, Zeus was also swallowed by his father,
Yeah,
Kronos.
maybe that's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
It's just like there's always like wild stories.
yeah.
She's an alien female superhero faction, and
That
it
sound like
also
some cannibal
supported as
shit.
Well, she can be
Anyway.
obtained through ally shifters and stage, which is a stage in the Epic Quest Immortals of
Seen them
Olympus,
around here eating
or
people.
through the Get
Who is it, Jeffrey
35
Dahmer?
Matrix daily pack. Athena's primary weapon is her spear and shield, which she wields the two expertly, or by rapidly thrusting her spear at her foes. She also possesses remarkable talent not only as a warrior, but also in magic, creating her own illusions and attacking using electrical energy. Father. So let's check her out. How she defeats her enemies, but first let's check out what her leader skill is called. Athena's Protection. This applies to all allies and increases all basic defenses by a percentage. Her passive is called Righteous Wisdom. This also applies to all allies, increases all basic attacks, and increases damage dealt to super villain faction. And then lastly, we have her tier 2 passive, Wisdom Strike. Increases guaranteed crit rate, as well as increasing skill damage by a percentage, as well as bonus damage. All right, let's check her out in action as well, shall we?
Okay. Speed got the healing tag.
How's everyone doing?
Could be the
chat?
PvP character.
Agent Mike Gomorrah says.
But she's
"Ancient
awakened, so
Sharon
maybe
Rogers
not."
Acapella." That's pretty
That's
funny.
The guy with his wings, that's Hermes, right?
Yeah.
With wings on his feet.
Depends on the on the
Oh yeah, whether it's Greek
Roman or Greek.
I don't,
Yeah. The other one's Odysseus, I think. Or I forget. I don't know. Man.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
Mercury.
Chat, tell us.
A lot of winged feet
Yeah.
people and
I just saw someone.
It's
comment.
Mercury.
All right. Anyway, let's jump right into it. Skill 1 is called Olympian Spear. A little gold tone there, like beginning. Yeah. This causes shock and some physical damage. Skill 2 is called Peleus Hunt. That's the name of
she has a mystical owl
this
that
is
she
the owl,
summons
I
to
believe.
pinpoint
Let's see.
enemies.
Yeah, they're Peleus. I think Peleus.
Yeah,
Is that how you pronounce that?
They're getting Marvel confused with DC. 'Cause I think Marvel
This
had
causes bleed,
Mercury,
silence,
and then
paralysis,
DC had
and
Hephaestus.
And he just flies away.
Or not Hephaestus.
Yeah, he just zooms off.
Yeah, he's like, I'm out of here.
All right. So
Oh,
number 3
God,
is
what
called
was that guy's
Zeus's
name?
Blessing.
I love that icon.
Hermes.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
So epic. Wow, that one's dope.
Not the best angle, but it works. This causes bleed, shock, and stun while recovering some HP, increasing all basic attacks, defense, speed, and crit rate while removing incapacitation. Skill 4 is called Olympian Shield.
Whoa, what was
Throws
that?
her dagger up, it looks like.
Okay. Maybe it's from a left angle. Oh, yeah.
okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, I think it's like a
This
line.
is the fun one. This is what I was. Okay. Okay. So just be noted for Olympian Shield,
Oh,
you can
yeah.
reuse a skill and time allows. Additionally, up to 5 times. So if you see the little green.
Oh, so they
bar,
did the Red Hulk thing.
Like, oh, I pressed the wrong button. Whoops. That
Oh,
was skill 5.
wow. The
Sorry.
5th skill is
Skill
nasty.
5 is cool
I just
too,
got
bro.
really
And it
excited,
looks
so I was like, okay,
cancelable.
here we go. One more time. So you see that little bar? You can be like,
So
okay,
throw that up
bam.
and then handle your business
And then it.
on the
hits it.
4.
Oh, okay. You reuse the skill
Yes.
within the time allotted.
Alright.
Got it.
And then I actually got excited and showed skill 5, but that's okay. We'll get
Okay.
there. All right, 1, 2, and yeah, up to
Nice.
5 times. Causes shock while applying invincible and increases all basic damage. All right, now the power of wisdom. You got a
Which you've never
You know
seen
what? That would
before.
actually be
seen
dope
first
if
time
it was like an
before,
guys.
iframe
Come on.
ignore skill.
Brand new.
That is actually super rad. Like all the after images.
Because then you could actually get it
Again,
off.
some
Random
magic.
flying spears from the,
Yeah.
from the sky, dude.
This causes bleed and stun with a 100% chance to grant all damage immunity, increasing all basic attacks. And now we'll check out, as I said before, if you see the little icon, it's like reversed. She's in the front,
I like that.
Athena's in the back. Well, not Athena, sorry, Aphrodite. All right, let's check it out. Imagine they'll do something similar, so she'll be in. Okay, yeah, so it's.
Yeah, now they're both charging.
All right, this causes burn, stun, fracture, and decreases all basic defenses. It's
Okay.
similar to the other
209
skill.
hits, huh?
crit rate increases,
a lot of
crit
hit-
damage
well,
increases, ignore target dodge rate.
That's across a lot of characters,
high
too.
percentage, high chance to penetrate super armor, barrier shield, all damage immune, and invincible, while granting invincible, removing all debuffs, and increasing basic attack.
It's probably about 60 hits. 67
Ooh, oh yeah, okay. I was like, so
or
much.
so hits.
But it's just basically pressing it a bunch of times. All right. 3, 5, and 4.
You
Nice.
do get the rain
Let's
down from the
go.
skills.
That was
That's
cool.
dope.
I liked that.
Beautifully, dude.
All right. Next up, we'll meet the formidable king of the underworld, Hades, aka Pluto, the absolute ruler of the subterranean world. Alrighty.
Okay.
Hades
He's
is an
huge.
alien male supervillain character and serves as a leader. As previously introduced, he can be acquired by purchasing the deluxe product.
Alien male
Epic Quest of
supervillain.
Olympus.
So hopefully
What
he can
makes
take
the
over for
deluxe hero
Loki.
Hades so special? Glad you asked. Thanks for asking in chat, agents.
They asked, bro.
They asked, so I'm
Yeah.
going to tell them. Like Hercules, Hades can be advanced up to tier 4. He's ready to display his overwhelming power and majesty. Hades specializes in
Okay, so the
hellfire
girls can only go to tier
pain
3.
by incinerating the souls and
The
bodies
guys
of
can go to
enemies.
tier 4.
That is some
Okay.
heavy That is a heavy sentence, by the way.
He uses he
Wait a minute, what did you
specializes
say?
in using hellfire. No, not just anything.
Okay.
Hellfire.
Yeah,
is the
hellfire
thing.
plane. Incinerating the souls. Anyway, he
Yeah.
also has a gnarly axe called the Midnight Axe, and he'll send his enemy reeling. He also possesses a transcendental abilities such as summoning the hand of a demon and for time travel. Also, it should be noted, and we'll check this out once we get to the thing. His tier 3 skill in particular enhances these transcendent abilities. So you can cancel his tier 3 skill during the duration to use a normal skill. Then enhanced normal skill will activate. So this effectively, so you can use this effectively in your skill rotation. And again, I'll give a proper demonstration here in a second. But his leader skill is called Hell itself. This applies to all allies. Increases flame damage. His passive is Deathless Death. That's a fun one. Decreases basic damage received by a percentage. And his tier 2 passive is the Weight of Death. It's pretty heavy, I imagine. This increases flame resistance, increases chain hit damage when attacking, and increases skill damage by 35%. All right, let's check out those terrifying moves in game and show you what I was talking about.
And let me see something if anybody else is talking about the static in the chat.
Yeah, this dude seems really gnarly, man.
All right, first up.
Let's see.
Seems about on
they're
par
all
with
about the same.
Hercules.
Stream 91 minutes ago. Okay.
He's pretty tall. And also, just shout out.
Freakishly proportioned.
Yeah,
is
he's
it just me?
No, I don't know. He's like,
His
he's
arms
pretty long. He's just a beefy dude.
Yeah, dude.
Also, shout out to anyone who has like the confidence to rock the long hair on the sides while being bald on top.
He's
that
like
takes-
an evil friar
Yeah.
tuck, dude.
Evil friar tuck.
Hey,
Shout out.
Freakishly
the Dougie game, baby.
That's confidence, bro.
Yeah, man. Like his evil. I wish
He's
you
like,
could
I'm
see his
gonna hang
eyes
on
in
to
his
my hair
portrait.
on the side, dude.
Yeah, it's like gonna hang on to it. You know, you never know. He also, I don't know if it's anyway.
He do
mustache,
this.
weird combo. He has quite the look, and he's, he had to be confident. I would say he is the like ruler of the underworld. So
Yeah, dude. Are you
who
gonna?
am I?
Are you
to
gonna
talk?
question his haircut, dude?
No, because I do not want to be the pain caused me by my soul suffering or
Yeah,
whatever.
dude.
All right, enough hijinks. Let's jump right into it. Versus skill number 1, Hades Flame. All right, so I want you to like just keep notes of skills, particularly 1 through 3, which I'll show later. How they look now, and then we'll show you them again in a second. So skill 1 causes burn and flame damage. And skill number 2 is a Midnight Slam, and this is we'll pull out that axe. Teleports a little bit there. This causes stun and fracture. I love his portals are cool. The little
Yeah,
red,
it's cool. He just
like
kind of
almost
portals
like
out.
I don't know if I blood and fire.
Yeah, pretty cool.
All right, skill number 3 is called Hades Blast. I think this was. It causes burn and silence
That's
with
really dope.
a 100% chance grants all damage to the community, increasing basic damage by a percentage for an attack. Skill 4 is called Hell's Grasp. Speaking of those demonic or soul hands, I don't know what you call
Look at these hands. Wow, I like that one, dude.
That
That's
one's fun.
dope.
They're like, I didn't realize they came in for all directions. Again, for the most part, outside of this time, his ultimate skill. Normally, I don't look at him, but I did look at a couple I haven't seen. This is the first time seeing 4 though.
That's cool.
This causes snare, decreases flame resistance, and applies a recovery of HP, increasing all basic attacks, defense, and speed. Skill number 5 is Time of Atonement.
I like that icon also.
Yeah,
That's dope.
there you go.
They are atoned with freezing in time.
That is true.
That's dope.
Yep.
Better with 5. All right, this causes time freezing, as you can see, in paralysis, while granting invincible, accumulating pure damage when attacking. And of course, as before, this increases all basic attacks based on the pure damage accumulated.
Okay, so that does me no
Alrighty,
good.
now
Trying to show off that cool
the
ultimate
Alright,
skill.
that's cool.
ultimate skill. So we're just gonna watch it once by itself,
By itself.
and then we'll do it with combining it with some other moves. So this enhances normal skills within range. So let's just take a good look right here, because it's cool. It looks really good.
Enhances normal skills within range.
500 hits. That sounds pretty
That's
good.
a lot of
Because
hits.
it's
though.
burn, applies itself, ignoring target dodge rate by 100%. Very high chance to penetrate, super armor, barrier, shield, all damage, immune, invincible. And grants invincible while increasing all basic attacks and defense and speed and crit rate. But okay, let's check out what I'm here for. We'll do it here in the front. So you hit 6, and then I'm going to try it out 3 different times. One for
looks like from certain angles his head doesn't look quite right.
The easy one, I think, for me to
like
see.
The modeling.
So, right, so this, and then
okay, maybe it's a resolution issue.
You can see now they're on skill 3. There are multiple versions of him there.
That's super
so
dope.
It enhances each skill. So you'll notice the little effect that pops up over here, the frenzy effect, and then you pop it again, and you have. I don't know if I.
But hair has always been one of those things, and as far as like in-game modeling, that's difficult to do.
And I'm waiting for that to cancel. All right. Well,
it's really cool that even the animations show like multiple like
pure
animations. Yeah.
chaos.
Also, we didn't see the name. It's called I Am Hell.
Oh yeah, sorry, I got excited. I Am Hell. But yeah, all right, let's check out the combos for this one as well. And we're going to check out combo 2, which is included in that ultimate skill. Oh, sorry, I got ahead of myself. Let's go back, exit, and we're going to test out the...
I think we did it.
Oh, his...
yeah.
No, I'm talking about his striker skill. Lord of Hades. Just give it a give one over just to show Hercules in action. And then we'll do combos. All right, there we go.
Oh, the aura is dope.
Back to going on. All right, combos. Sorry about that.
6, 5, 4, 1, 3.
Wow.
It's like pure chaos.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that just floods the screen, bro.
All right. Next, I should say finally, I'd like to introduce a being who is equal to Hades, or rather even greater, his older brother, Zeus.
Okay, so last character.
There we go. The god of sky and the true ruler of Olympus. Looking fresh. I always like my headcanon for Zeus is like old, kind of wise,
and gray.
Yeah,
but
Hades is gonna be
he's chilling. But I guess
destroying people's phones, bro.
Choose the way you look or something.
I can't lie.
He dyes his hair. I don't know.
He's got so much going on the screen.
Hair, so maybe it's just in line with the Marvel universe.
Like, I want to be the version of myself in my prime.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, might as well. It's not about how old I am, it's how I look. All right, his feats of immortal and the father of gods who wields thunder and lightning has always been worshipped. Zeus is an alien male superhero faction and serves as a dealer and supporter. He is the most difficult hero to acquire among the Olympian gods. Obtainable only when specific heroes, as you saw earlier, are grown to a certain stage. True to his fame, he reigns supreme above all the gods of Olympus.
Yeah, so I saw earlier in the Epic Quest, I think it was, why all the other Olympians make sense. The connection to Modok and Amadeus Cho. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I guess Amadeus Cho is known for being a famous close friend of Hercules. In fact, if you were going through some of the Epic Quest, it mentions him. And as far as the role Modok plays, you'll have to find out directly through the Epic Quest, so I don't want to spoil that.
All right, guys. You'll have to check out the Epic Quest to find out how...
We'll look at Zeus's power. Summoned by growing all the heroes. Zeus summons and attacks with his weapon, the Thunderbolt, and he is the only god who can freely control the potential power of lightning itself, which is bare hands, not like with a hammer, but he can grab and throw lightning or fire itself, and we'll see how many enemies can stand against his immense power. Let's see. Probably not. But his leader skill is called Thunderbolt of the Gods. This applies to all allies and increases lightning damage. His passive is called Power of the Sky Father, Sky Daddy, if you will. Increases chain damage by percentage and increases additional pierce damage. And his tier 2 passive is Zeus's Wrath. This applies super armor, increases all basic defenses, increases skill damage and bonus damage, and decreases basic damage received.
This is a good one. Someone in chat was like, Zeus versus Odin. Who would win?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's a good fight, yeah. All right.
Thor won against Zeus in the movies. That is true. So maybe he's not,
Yeah. Odin. All day long.
Who knows? he's supposed to be. He's like the OG. You know, like
He's
Zeus
OG.
is like the granddad of the gods of everybody. He just likes to think he's still top dog. But anyway, let's check out his skills.
The 3AL out here throwing jabs.
Oh, you missed this.
Oh, we missed the
smash.
epic hero
That's
grounding.
okay.
It's all good.
All right.
Is it just me? He somehow seems faster.
He seems faster than
Right?
every other person.
He's bigger, but he's faster.
He also like it seems extremely tall as well. Like
It's-
noted, all the Olympians are
Yeah.
like they're 6'5".
Yeah, Zeus is swole.
Easy.
I think it's the chanclas, dude. He's rocking some speed chanclas.
Zeus on that blow
You
up.
know? Oh, there's actually a little lightning on the bottom of his feet.
Oh, yeah,
Box.
dude.
That's cool. All right, jumping right into it. Thunderbolt Punch is skill number 1. Check it out. Oh,
Wow.
sorry to
That's
anyone
no
in the
joke.
way over there.
I know,
Just
sorry.
happened.
Did he
to-
side
Throw away
on
my
that Joker?
Thunderbolt punch.
Throwing my Thunderbolt Punch. Trying to see if I can. See. Wait, there. Nope. Wrong direction. Okay, I give up. This causes shock, fracture, incapacitation, as well as paralysis. Recovers some HP and 100% chance to grant all damage immunity. Skill number 2 is called Thunderbolt Strike.
Thunderbolt strike. Let's go.
That's dope.
So he stands still at first, then he throws that lightning.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
Then he slams down with some lightning itself.
That's nice. He
shock.
throws it and then he
Causes
catches
lightning
it
damage.
and
Skill
it
number
like
3 is
takes
called
him.
Heavenly Punishment.
Here we go.
That's cool.
See some thunder coming our way.
And sort of continues.
Dope, dude.
Ooh, that's nice.
Levels of thunder, lightning,
Lightning.
really. This causes shock, decreases lightning resistance.
He makes an
It's
X with it. That's
stackable, and
dope.
also decreases all basic defenses. It's stackable as well. Applies to self accumulation of pure damage when attacking, and of course, you get all basic attacks increased based on the pure damage accumulated. Skill 4.
So he's not tier
Zeus
4?
Wrath.
Zeus's wrath.
Wait,
He's the
he's
same
not
group.
tier 4? Didn't he just say they wasn't going to do the same thing
I mean,
that they did
someone's
with...
going for the number 1 spot.
Wow.
You know?
Or maybe what he was saying is
still has
that
to
they're
defend his
going to
title.
release his tier 4, just not like right now, maybe as part of the mid-month or some shit.
Nice.
Because that is how they did with Madeline.
This enables attacking enemies who have activated.
That's so dumb, bro. After waiting all these weeks,
Has a high chance of penetration.
I suppose it kind of doesn't matter because it's going to take people a while to even unlock Zeus
Basic
anyway.
attacks, defense, speed, and crit rate while removing incapacitation. Skill 5 is called Lightning Storm. I think I'm most excited for his ultimate skill.
Wow, that's a
He
legit
threw-
thunderbolt.
Yeah, he threw it way high up in there.
And they all rain down.
Make it rain.
Okay.
That was really dope.
Causes shock and
That's dope.
snare.
Throw
while
it up in there and
applying
break
barrier,
it.
Increasing all basic damage. All right, in
All
his
basic attacks.
all basic attacks.
Yeah.
Thanks. Again, I just get excited sometimes, you know. All right, skill. His ultimate skill is called the Ruler of Olympus. Let's see. So there's the look.
That's dope.
See, there, told you.
Wow.
See,
And that's a
his
uniform.
Earth.
That's so normally this is him like I'm casual. This is what, but like when he's transforming, he's like,
Maybe this is how he projects his image on
Yeah.
Earth while he's on Earth. But that's how really he looks.
that's a god right there.
Yeah, dude. That's
He's-
really
otherwise
epic.
he's just and he got everyone around. That was cool. This causes shock and panic while ignoring target dodge rate, high chance to penetrate, super armor, barrier shield, all damage immune, and invincible.
Hey, you left the planet and got
All right,
huge.
let's
You better
check
hit
out
everybody.
His combos as well, real quick, and then we'll move on.
You bet not miss. 5, 3, 4. Okay. Nothing too crazy. But why not
Okay, so
just
outside of
release
that,
the tier 4?
We'll
Why
call it a
make people
technical
wait?
error where I messed up. I got them all right this time.
Nice,
so.
bro.
All right, now let's explore what else is new in this update.
What's new is y'all are doing the same old shit.
Give me 1 second
And it's
here.
so stupid.
Chicken on chat. Lucky Yadav says, "Save Earth!" Oh my God, yeah, that
Yeah,
ult was crazy.
Wrecked. Earth is wrecked.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
Blame 3RL, guys. Zeus, he made Zeus. He made Zeus.
It's my fault. I
destroy
destroyed all of Earth. Sorry, guys. Did someone say that?
No,
Oh,
I
you
just
said
said
that. You're blaming me.
Alliance
Now
battle
we're to all the new
improvement and
additions and changing
infinite
this update.
challenge.
When we first announced improvements to Alliance Battle,
Okay.
many of our agents shared their excitement and their hope for a system that lets them use a wider variety of heroes.
Yes.
We understand that the previous enter requirements, along with advantage given to heroes, with high hit counts, often limited your options when aiming higher scores. To make better use of heroes that rarely saw action, we've expanded the Alliance battle cycle from 14 rounds to 28 rounds and diversified the entry requirements. In other words,
Okay.
instead of just 5 rounds of specific hero conditions, there are 28 rounds, giving you more opportunities to showcase your full roster and enjoy. You can see some of the stuff here.
Dope.
6,
Absolutely dope. Yo. Hold up.
Basically, you use a lot more heroes now, so it's making it
Correct.
a little bit more
That is
wider.
correct.
Yeah, that's
So
kind of
there's
cool.
definitely more heroes, more types, giving you more opportunities to play the mode and maybe use some of the bench that you might not have been.
That's pretty cool.
And that's not all. We've also added a new advanced mode called Alliance Battle Infinite Challenge. All right. So this is just a recording here, but the Infinite Challenge is a new weekend exclusive mode where you earn points by continuously defeating world bosses within a time limit. Because this mode records quick takedowns, we adjusted the balance so it's not just about heroes with high hit counts. Raw power and strong damage output will be key to achieving high scores. We also simplified the entry conditions, allowing agents to focus more on strategy and and hero variety. Our goal is to give you a fresh kind of challenge, one that feels distinct from the traditional Alliance battle experience. The main rewards for the Infinite Challenge include Tier 4 and Tier 3 growth materials.
Okay, so they put some of the world bosses in there too.
Artifact chests, premium gift boxes, gold, and more. This mode offers greater rewards than the existing Extreme and Legend Alliance battles, so help all the agents will jump in and take part. Just to recap, the standard Alliance battle runs from Monday to Friday. An Infinite Challenge will be available every Saturday and Sunday, and we'll leave the challenging up to you. So let us know what you think. With that, let's move on to the next update, the newly added comic card theme, Fantastic Four
Classic Fantastic Four with plus 3% energy attack.
That's really excited for a new challenge. Like, thank you guys, man.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear.
Yeah.
I'm just prepping for the next section for after this. There we go. Okay. Good. So the new premium comic card we have here, Fantastic Four,
Instinct attack
from
with activation rate. What?
Is released as the first card with the effect that increases an instinct attack upon a certain activation rate. It provides a fixed option of all basic attack increases, all basic defense increases, and skill
they're definitely pushing for tier 5.
Designed with the bonus option featuring the instinct attack proc effect that I mentioned. I'm very curious to see what kind of change this will bring with the instinct attack. And those for wondering, the card collection completion effect for the Fantastic Four Classic is a 3% increase to energy attack. Please note that along with the new comic card, there will be a comic card chance up event and a discount on Dimension Chest comic cards.
They should have made it like a 1% increase to instinct.
Is something that we hope you will truly appreciate.
All attack
and
instinct.
That is the CTP crafting reforging.
Might have been too much.
You can see down here, we're going to go ahead and click here and reforge. And anyone eagle-eyed in the audience may see this little bar down here. This is super success guaranteed on the next reforge when charged. So a point system for brilliant CTP is being added when reforging your CPT. So I'll show you and explain. When you're attempting
from CTP to CPT,
put additional materials. So we're just going to go ahead and
3RL, bro.
So mine
yo, country people time.
Have all those here. So when you attempt to reforge, you can put additional materials besides the same CTP as the base material. If the brilliant reforge fails, as a certain amount of brilliant guaranteed points is accumulated. If the reforge succeeds, the points are reset. So we'll go ahead and try it here. It's the first time doing it, so if it succeeds, we'll try it again. Oh, okay, there we go. So it's success. So we'll try it again. But you see the leftovers here go to this point. Let's go ahead and don't mind all my. This is a test build, I swear.
What is he talking about?
All right, and then we're going to auto select. Have a mixture of them there.
Might not have enough CTPs, bro.
This again.
All
See,
right.
it increases.
So, but yeah, so you still have it increasing down here. But basically that meter will go up 1 point per CTP used as additional material. And once the points are collected, reforging your chosen CTP is guaranteed to be a brilliant CTP. Or if you're on a dev build and you have maxed out gear, it increases your chances automatically. But don't worry about the excessive points. As you can see down here, they do carry over to the next reforge gauge.
Well, it's dope that you actually have a chance to get a brilliant now.
This will be helpful for
guaranteed.
You are forging your CTPs. And finally, the second biggest festival in Marvel Future Fight is approaching, and that is Black Friday, of course. Many of you have been wondering what events will be there this time. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of a couple, as you can see here, that are on the screen. The first is the event quest that grants a character selector. I saw some people
tier 4 selector. Nice.
Say something about this, and I think
they were
people
talking
will
about
like
this
about
earlier, so you guys will love this.
So in the past, they've always given a more tier 3
and then the collector's crystal vault.
However, in line with the first ever tier 4 character given out during the tier 4 10-year anniversary, this time there will be a tier 4 character selector event quest as well.
Woo!
So that means, yes, free tier 4. You saw that correctly.
Was that you spend gold for crystals or something?
Quest, where you can clear missions and receive tier 4 characters is happening on the first time during the 2025 Black Friday event. So participate if you want that one. And then secondly, we have the return of the collector's crystal vault, which was also held last year. However, I know many players were disappointed last year and were wondering if the collector's gold vault. So this time it's back to as a true collector's crystal vault with gold excluded.
Woo! That's a celebration too.
So the more compact 1 week long collector's crystal vault allows you to obtain a maximum of 5,000 crystals and a minimum of 10. So good luck to those watching this live stream. And of course,
I think it means reverse that, but okay.
There's more events, so be sure to look for them on our forum. We've looked at the main changes of the November update so far. We did it, everybody. How's everyone feeling?
They were excited now. It's funny because they were just talking about tier 4.
Yo, I am feeling the ABX. Damn the tier 4 stuff.
So,
I'm feeling the changes coming to ABX.
As often as I like, but I've been trying to peer over there a little bit. But yeah, we hope this update is truly packed. We have the Epic Quest.
And I'm not even an ABX ABL player like that because it's so wash, rinse, and repeat. But this is dope.
Will be enjoyable for agents. Let us know what you think, and of course, once the update comes out, we'll see your feedback. And as always, there'll be more details, improvements not discussed on the live stream that are always on the update details on our community forum. So be sure to check that out. And now it's time for the event coupon code. Sorry, everybody, to anyone wearing headphones and to our producer.
I cannot wait for the patch notes.
Immortal Advent.
Immortals
Advent.
Sorry.
Okay.
Coupon code, as you know, can be used in the main lobby screen, settings, info, and coupon. And if you're an iOS and Apple user, check the coupon registration page on our forum, usually entered in the chat. Yeah, that is it for today's announcements. I really did feel like I did a lot of rambling there and yapping, but we got through it. Be sure to follow our social media channels, forums, and YouTube for everything Marvel Future Fight. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It really helps out our algorithm. And announcer, how you doing? How you doing after all that info done?
I'm grateful for everybody in the chat to being very, very patient with us, and thank you guys for all the thank yous. We appreciate that, and we're trying really hard to listen to your guys' words.
Yeah, I will definitely echo that. Thank you for always for joining us on this Monday evening. We try to keep the time slot the same because of the time change. But yeah, I had a blast. Hope you enjoyed all the new characters. So I think this might be the first time in a long time, or even ever, we're releasing this many brand new characters at once. So we hope you find use for all those characters. Let us know who's your favorite. I think personally, I like the abilities of Hades. I really like Zeus's transformation.
No,
yeah,
they've released
I think they're fun.
5 characters
All of them
before.
are
People
fun in
enjoy.
their own ways. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you everybody. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for always joining us. It's a pleasure being here. You make this really fun for me. Good night, everyone. This is 3R signing off, and we'll see you next time in the next live stream. Have a wonderful night.
Peace out.
The Mutants Epic Quest, originally all of them came together. And there were a few more. Doctor Strange Epic Quest. Whoa, did it freeze? Okay, there we go. Yeah, we definitely gotta go back to okay, so let's do this. Hold up. My bad. Let us do this right quick. Let me flip the feed. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Here, boom. There we go. Let's close that. Let's close that. All right.
While decreasing the damage received from supervillain factions as well. All right, let's check her out in game as well.
Okay, so let me get some music going. Because the characters are like, okay, that's nice, but what's more important are the changes coming to the game modes themselves. So let's mute these guys, because okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the characters were cool and all, but what's more important are the changes coming to ABX ABL. So let's get into this, shall we? And maybe we can take a look at the chat along the way. Although I'm not sure how to get it like in sync with what's going on. 3 tier 4. Are you fixing the game connectivity? Okay, so maybe I can just go back as far as the chat that I was in, but we'll close that. There, now we got the bigger screen. That's what we want anyway. All right. So we got ourselves something here. Actually, we can blow it all the way up. But yeah. So you got normal, extreme, and legend. Okay, so let's hit it. We'll turn it up so we can hear what's going on. We'll bring the music.
The previous enter requirements, along with advantage given to heroes, with high hit counts, often limited your options when aiming at higher scores. To make better use of heroes that
so it sounds like they're taking the hit counter into it.
Expanded the Alliance battle cycle from 14 rounds to 28 rounds and diversified the entry requirements. In other words, instead of just 5 rounds of specific hero conditions, there are 28 rounds, giving you more opportunities to showcase.
So 28 rounds from 14, so they're doubling it, which is dope. But my question is, did they switch up the original 14 requirements, or did they leave them kind of static and just add 14 more? Right? Because we got Best Universal, we got Best Speed Supervillain, what Silence looks like. Then we got Shock, Blast Superhero, but it also says Boss Battle Odin Force. So you have to use somebody that has access to the Odin Force, maybe. Hopefully they take that into account, and it's probably limited to simply the Asgardians. So that's going to be Thor and, you see what I'm saying? Well, wait a minute. Neither one of them are Blast, though. They're universal. So do you have to have them as a striker? You know, Odin for a striker? Or is this striker requirements? Meteorite invasion? You know, I'm confused. And then you look at this guy, he's universal. He doesn't have a typing. He doesn't have a typing, right? Clear normal mode to unlock extreme mode. Achieve 1 million points in extreme mode to unlock legend mode. Okay. So you have to score at least 1 million to get in. I'm wondering what the rest of the requirements are, bro. That is going to be the teller.
Your full roster and enjoy. You can see some of the stuff here, round 6.
Whoa. Okay, so let's get into it then. Since you skipping rounds and you playing Skip to Malou, hold on. Let's shut him up right quick and get the music going, and we can chop it up and really dive in a little bit more right up in here. Man, say I am loving this. We needed something to shake up the game, and this is like medicine, bro. Okay, so best female. All right. Universal supervillain. We kind of already have that going on right now with Silence, Meteorite Invasion, Odin Force Battle. Okay, so those don't change. And then we got combat supervillain male. So I'm hoping it's not the same wash, rinse, repeat right about now. Oh, I've seen some mutant stuff. Okay, we got, yeah, we got that one. Okay, we got the mutant male. That's a new requirement. We've never seen that before. And then we got universal supervillain. Alien supervillain. That's an interesting one. Yeah, both of these are really interesting. Male mutant. Because I think we had mutant supervillain or some shit like that. Or it was something like that. And that was the one that applied to Magneto. This could also still apply to Magneto, but by opening it up to just, mutant male, then that's any male mutant. Much wider, broader stroke of characters. Cyclops could compete against Magneto for this. And then assuming that they took the hit counter thing into account, and now it's just, the points are calculated differently, hopefully, it could shake up everything. So I'm really looking forward to this. I really am. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Man, you got all kind of stuff. You cooking with gas here, 3RL. Hold on. Okay, we got universal human. Another interesting typing. We got, so it looks like this is Silence and Shock season. So the season thing still seems to be a thing. And then the cancel, which means the cancel effect is still there. Combat hero. So that means that has widened from combat female, human, to combat hero, which is a much wider pool of characters. May even get some mileage out of some older uniforms, like, you know, how we got Zombie Cap now, but the cap before really wasn't too terrible. It just wasn't anywhere for him to go. This right here is going to shake up the meta completely, hopefully, and hopefully inject a lot of new life into the game, bro. Could you imagine if Nightcrawler was meta as is, bro? Like, this would be so busted. Like, yeah, I could definitely go for that. Okay. We got, I don't know why it's doing that, but we got Infinite Challenge, Blast requirement. Defeat the Infinite Challenge boss to obtain tiered score rewards. And it's on a monthly schedule. So this is something else that we're gonna have to really discuss, because this right here is a game changer. So let's listen in right quick so we can kind of piece this apart.
All the way up, we can 5 it.
Wait a damn minute. Let's keep the music going, man, because 3RL, you just going in, my guy. I should leave it right there, but we got the speed. Actually, I think I am. We got the speed for the initial requirement. Not really worried about that. Oh, this is the monthly schedule for. Okay, so he's up in round 25. And he did say it was 28 rounds. So yeah. Okay, so we got hero alien male. We got universal female. Actually freaking dope. Okay, let's click on this and go back.
Giving you more opportunities to showcase your full roster and enjoy. See some of the stuff here, round 6. All the way up. Five it.
So basically, you use
giving you more opportunities to showcase your full roster and enjoy. See some stuff here, round 6, go all the way up. 5 it.
So basically, you use a lot.
That is that is correct.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Yeah, but
Hey, I want to know.
you can't. Wonder why you can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Is your volume up? Okay. I was gonna say, because everything going like a bat out of hell over here, so.
Yep.
Can you hear me now, though? What's up? What's up? Mic check 1. Oh. Yeah, I'm coming through. Okay. Okay, so let me adjust my mic right quick. And give me 1 second. Okay, I think that should be a lot better. Now, yes, we got Universal Male, Hero, and then we got Speed Human Male. So interesting. I think them throwing the Inhumans in here is absolutely, it's kind of clutch, actually. It means I definitely need to build Black Bolt. It means that everybody definitely needs to build Black Bolt. But it could also mean that there's another Inhumans update coming, because why just have one character for, you know, instead of making this a competition between maybe him and Maximus or Gorgon or Amadeus Cho or any if he's an Inhuman. I think it's yeah, I think it is Cho. Anyway, any of them guys, right? They could do tier 4 Crystal. They could introduce more Inhumans. You know, tier 4 Kamala Khan, right? So got a lot of stuff that they can do. This also could be the reason why they set Medusa up the way that they did. So makes absolute sense. Which also means Black Bolt is probably getting a uniform to transform him back into a non-seasonal hero. And then if they introduce more content in the future where they differentiate between, you know, Inhuman hero and Inhuman villain, although there are not a lot of Inhumans, he would still have that flexibility, or even be able to compete in some of the villain-oriented content for Universals. So yeah, actually live. Okay, and we got Universal. No, alien female, interesting tag, and then we got male blast hero. Universal Hero, Combat. They got a lot of Universal and Blast content in here. Not a lot of speed, not a lot of combat. And not a lot of days where there's no typing, right? So gone is the dominance of Luna Snow across all these days of ABX, ABL. I mean, man. So yeah, that's some shit that they've been needing to break up, bro. And I am absolutely here for it. I'm actually here for it. We kind of skipped that one. Damn it. I might have actually went forward right there. So let's see here. Blast Speed Villain, Blast Hero. Did it crash or something? Okay, there we go. Yeah, we got some mutant stuff. Yeah, man, it's a lot. It's a lot. We're gonna have to really get in here. I mean, you got 28 different requirements, so times 2. Oh, mutant villain. That's dope. And then we got mutant female. So Storm retains her value there. They're gonna spread a lot of value out across a lot of different characters, and ABX ABL is probably gonna be, you know, if it wasn't already, it's gonna be shot right back up to the top. Specifically for me, because I'm not really a ABX ABL player, but now I can dig this. I can definitely dig this, bro. Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely drooling at the mouth over here. They may need to go in here and tweak a few things, because I am seeing a lot of repetition, a lot of human, a lot of hero, villain, Flash, Universal, wash, rinse, repeat sort of stuff, as opposed to them maybe using like something like the strong tag, or you know, maybe that would be too restrictive in some senses. So yeah, one of the typings that they had was universal male hero. And as you can see, the list is a lot more restrictive, but I think we know who the top dogs here are still kind of most likely going to be. Probably Ghost Rider stands a good chance. A well-built Thor probably stands a really good chance. A well-built Odin probably stands a pretty good chance of putting up decent numbers. Maybe even Beta Ray Bill on an outside sort of chance, but they did say that they're taking more into account than just the hit counter as being able to affect score now. So kind of remains to be seen. Another one of the typings that they had was the human hero female, and a little bit larger of a list, but you know, the top dog now is Luna. I see that continuing to be Luna. Pretty much anytime she pops up. So them steady repeating okay, so you know, we can pretty much guess the top dogs here. You know, maybe, you know what I mean? So we'll have to wait and see. Her value may have just slid a lot, honestly, unless they have some combat hero female stuff that's a little more restrictive. And they had the combat villain male. That's going to be pretty much some status quo type stuff. Had some speed villain. No human, just speed villain. Pretty interesting. She's kind of top dog right now. Miles may be able to compete with that. I think what a lot of the major players are gonna say, and then we got Blast Human, is they didn't go far enough to differentiate out what's really hitting and what's not. Now, Human Torch is an interesting one. Wait a minute. This is Blast. No. There we go. Yeah. So this could be your Storms. Kind of puts Cable in there competing on the outside chance. Maybe a little bit of Johnny. Maybe a little bit of Cyclops with double support or triple support to sort of setup. But Storm is kind of set up similarly, so I don't know. I think what a lot of major ABX, ABL players are gonna say is, in some respects, for a 28-day event, they didn't go far enough. For instance, I'm just not saying this, but this neutral typing. Okay, so it's only one character that's that. So let's see, Blast, human, Blast, human, female. Kind of interesting, actually. I don't think this was a typing they had before. So you got you some Shirag in here now. Maybe even a really well-built Sue, if she can put up the score. Maybe a well-built Riri. Hell, who knows? If they do it right, maybe Ancient One can even come in here and compete. You know, maybe Blue Dragon makes a resurgence. I mean, it's so much to kind of unpack. You know, maybe it's a reason for them to tier 4 Moonstone finally, right? So it's interesting, I must say. I ain't gonna hold none of y'all on this, because they did kind of go ham, and then they got Blast male, so they switched hitting on us, and then threw the hero joint on there, but took the human off. Okay, so yeah. And if y'all are wondering, I'm still watching, kind of going through, just so we can get sort of so around 20. You got the Blast male hero. So when you pull that up, you get these characters. And yeah, I mean, really, I mean, you got you some Johnny. You got yourself some Gambit. Maybe we get some use out of him finally after tier 4 this guy. You got you some Cyclops. You got you some Adam Warlock over here competing. You got you some Iron Man. You got you some Professor X over here competing. You got War Machine over here. You got Mr. Star-Lord right here, still able to compete at tier 4. You got my man Bishop over here. So you got a lot of options here, really, in terms of somebody that could, you know, sort of rival this whole mix. And yeah. And hopefully it's not just limited to the one, you know, sort of setup, you know, if that makes sense. You know, if done correctly, you can have multiple characters competing, and being able to put up top scores, so the meta is not really set in stone. This is a very select group. Universal female. Okay. This is kind of interesting. Or not universal, alien female. I'm sorry. So you got Gamora in here. You have, and I'm just speaking on tier 4s. You have Hela in here. You have native tier 3 Black Swan. Not tier 4, but you know, she is native tier 3, so important to point out. Other than that, you know, if one of these tier 4s aren't able to take it, which I'm assuming it's going to be Gamora that's top dog here, which I mean, it's kind of cool, honestly. And it gives them a reason to go through and buff every single one of these categories now. You know, of course, they're probably wanting Shala Balls to be top dog here also. funny that they made sure they put this restriction in there, right? Just an interesting thing that I thought I'd point out. Also interesting that Clea is here with the Doctor Strange 3 movie approaching. So yeah, she could be meta soon. She could rise to the top in this thing. Mantis actually hits pretty freaking hard in World Boss content for an awakened character who's just kind of trapped in limbo outside of being a support for PvP. So yeah, I think these two, Mantis and Supernova Nebula, would be the two most heavily favored outside of Gamora Tier 4 for this game mode. After that, you'd probably be falling back on somebody like Cersei, maybe Hela Tier 4, depending on how hard she hits. Maybe Black Swan, Native Tier 3 was definitely going to be in the conversation, below the Tier 4 sort of thing. Thena would probably still be in the conversation as well. So maybe some revitalization of some of those older sort of situations. So yeah. And of course, Shalabal being Tier 4 in there also. So wow. Let me see what else we got so we can put some of this stuff into perspective just a little bit. Combat Alien. And of course, this is pre-update as well. So we don't know kind of how the Immortals are going to factor into this. The Olympians, or whatever you want to call them. We don't know how they're going to factor into this. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, that would be interesting. If they did something like broke it down by instinct typing. I mean, you really limit the pool, but then you also do it in a unique way. Yeah, you'd run across a Luna here and there for certain typings. So maybe you just avoid Justice altogether, but then you avoid all of them other characters that sort of have it. The Destruction and Cruelty are probably going to be, yeah. Oh, you can't pick both. Oh. Okay. Combat Cruelty. Ooh. And then maybe they were looking at the character pool and going, yeah, this doesn't really shake shit up that much if we limit it in that way. Maybe the right supports didn't go with the right places, limiting that way. I'm also seeing that too. So, I mean, you have to be careful. You know what I mean? that you're being restrictive, but not ultra restrictive to where you're forcing people into the same sort of pigeonhole anyway. Silence. Oh, you was at the last one, huh? Already, my guy. What's up? What's up, Gurung? Welcome to the channel, my guy. So, I mean, yeah, Combat Alien is interesting, bro. Then also using these tags would have maybe been a little more interesting, like if they went leadership and say they went well, that would anything other than speed automatically see, this is the problem with this. You can't go female because you'll still have Luna. You can't go speed because you'll still have Luna. And you can't go human because you'll still have Luna. There is no way to separate Luna out from White Fox in any kind of way to make it feasible where anybody else can use that Camille stance. So I really hate to say it, but the only thing really to do is to kind of copy and paste some of those passives or a majority of those passives in some sort of way, or maybe combine part of it with another passive that's uber powerful and sort of spread the wealth around. But yeah. Oh, you can use the agility tag to do it. Ah. Okay. So yeah, they could have done that and then went speed and no more Luna. So now you can actually get some other pairings going on with that makes sense. And you don't limit a lot of the supports. Otherwise, I mean, you still got access to folks like Mystique here. You still have access to a self-buffing lead. You still have access to another self-buffing lead, I do believe. Wait a minute, don't give me the line. No, it's not. Still have access to a few powerful tier 4s. Ant-Man could come back into the meta. Who knows? You know, Spider-Gwen, Gwenpool, all of these likes, and then supports like Wave, and not a lot of villains though. So it really can't make a lot of use of, well, she's a villain, isn't she? Widow in that outfit. No, she's a superhero. Wow. So really can't make a lot of use out of Black Cat here, which kind of sucks. Also speaks to the need that they need to update her and give her tier 3. So yeah, not really a lot of villains to pair her with in this current. Suppose you could pair her with Miles. Oh, that would be, but then Miles in this uniform can't take advantage of all of White Fox buffs because he's a supervillain. Drawbacks. That's for leadership. And that's fine. That's juicy. But what puts White Fox over the top is this, and that only applies to superheroes. So, and then if you switch him over to being a villain, you can't take advantage of Black Cat support, but you can still get the Kamiho stance. So maybe you use Black Cat's leadership, and then the ignore dodge, you'll get access to that. Maybe the trade-offs are worth it. All allies 40% debuff effect. Okay. Artifact, nothing yet. Oh, she does have one. Applies to all allies, superhero, supervillain damage, so she gets a little bit more of that juice to go on top of the other juice. But then nothing else. Okay. So you're not able to kind of pseudo replace the chain hit and all of that stuff. But you are able to increase your debuff effects and all of that stuff, so your all defense down and all of that goes up. Maybe a bit of a win in terms of trade-off. Especially if she's striking for you. So, yeah. I mean, it's a few things in there. But, I mean, all in all, you know, on the surface, it looks like they're trying. I will give them that. It remains to be seen what it remains to be seen, you know, what all they got cooked up in terms of the update and in terms of what they plan on doing. So, I mean, there could be a lot more here. I think it's a step in the right direction. Hopefully we get a new game mode, you know, every day until Black Friday, and crash the game. You know, hopefully we get a new update for every main update until Black Friday, hopefully, or maybe something like right after or some shit like that. To keep the momentum train going. You know what I mean? And ride this shit to the new year, baby. Okay. We need to do that. Yep, we need to do that one. So, yeah. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Let's see if anybody's talking about the Okay. As premium and Hades is a deluxe pack character. Oh, that sucks. Aphrodite is a paywall shifter. Mm. Yeah, I'm really wondering though, what effects this is gonna have on well, I mean the effects are gonna be good, honestly, because you're widening the pool of characters. But we're kinda gonna have to get in there and see, okay, day 5, day 8, oh damn, he's got the whole fucking breakdown here. Okay, everything that he saw. Unrestricted Infinity Challenge, Alien Superhero Male, Universal Female. "21 of 28 shown." Well, it's 20 different teams, but I think it's gonna be some overlap there. Let's go and see if anybody's talking about it anywhere. Yeah. Tier 4 selector again. Damn. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. Let's open that back up. And then yeah, I need some recency bias. Okay, that let's see. My guy Anonymous Member writes, this is my poor cards. That's why I'm stuck on null. Mephisto, Ultron, Gore can't even clear Jean Grey. Okay, so let's take a look at his cards right here. And my guy's rocking a few premium cards, only one sort of crafted, got a little bit of Pierce. That is the one that's worth crafting. Crescent, you could make an argument for. Black Panther 166 is kind of fallen off of late, but you could still make a sort of an argument for it, I guess. But I mean, you know, I wouldn't craft it. So he's got 2% Pierce coming from his cards, 20% energy attack, so I'm assuming that's coming from Luna. Cooldown looks good. The HP is really low, so that explains why you're getting clapped a lot. A lot of energy attack, not a lot of physical attack. No ignore defense. 9% is not nearly enough. And then 33% all attack. Your main problem with this account is going to be getting the ignore defense up without sacrificing your cooldown, obviously. So I'm assuming you need to get some resist. Yeah, that 10% resist for the cold and the flame is kind of holding you up. And then all of that energy defense and physical defense, I think, is what's holding you up mostly. Like you probably wound up rolling a lot of that and CC time, which CC time isn't bad, but you know, it's not a premium stat. So you really want to replace this Punisher card. You want to pull this Loki card off and use it as a reroll for another premium card. I would probably do the same thing with this Black Panther 166 and get some other 3 cards in slot there. You do have White Fox here, so that's amazing. And this Hulk card is probably going to be your best bet as a placeholder. You could also use this New Avengers number 9 here. This would serve you well as a hybrid sort of functioning set to go along with, say, White Fox, Crescent, the New Avengers number 9, and then maybe if you wanted to throw the Scarlet Witch card in there and craft that. Then when you get your account leveled up to a point where you unlock your second set, you start to want to differentiate off. You can already have the cards that you want to replace the New Avengers number 9 and the Scarlet Witch card with, which would most likely be something like the Ghost Rider card or the Zombies card or something like that, some combination of those. Maybe Guardians of the Galaxy Best Story Ever, something like that. Snatch these guys off, put them on your PvP deck, insert new cards, and then build out your PvP deck from there with a nice little starter kit to boot. So I mean, you're not completely in the woods, I would say. You just need to figure it out. It's hats. Yeah. You need to work on your cards, my guy. You only have the well, the What If isn't even really good. The Loki card is okay for a starter kit sort of situation, but yeah. Speaking of cards, that's the other thing that we didn't talk about. Hold up. Let's get the game back going here. That's the other thing we didn't talk about. the new P card set, or the new premium card and card deck set. Yeah, the Fantastic Four joints, man. We're gonna have to wait and see how this is gonna shake out. Interestingly enough, they got my guy Black Bolt over here with the rest of the Inhumans. Hint, hint. You got Doc Doom. We know the movie is incoming. We know we just had the Fantastic Four movies. We got my guy Namor over here. And then Black Panther back up in here. So maybe some foretelling of an update. You also got, Galactus here, but he's green for some reason. And we know we have him in the game as a GBR, so maybe this is a hint at a new GBR, I hope. So interesting to kind of see how this is gonna go. And then, this is, I believe, the comic that your boy Namor ran off with Sue. So yeah, and she was digging it. So yeah. I could get into it, but yeah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do my guy Reed like that. So, yeah, you got the stretch. But he got that water. Hey, so I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah, we got the Inhumans over there. Oh, snap. Hey, you got my guy down here. Lockjaw. Uh-oh. So you can't see it? Damn it. Hold up. Yeah, you got my guy Lockjaw right here. Chilling, poking his face out the corner, man. That's what's up. Hold on, let me blow this up so y'all can kind of maybe get a better look at that. But yeah, man, that's what's happening. And you got Crystal. I don't know who this guy is right here. Gorgon, Black Bolt. Yeah. So maybe some new Inhumans coming to the game. In some sort of an Inhumans themed update. I'm definitely here for it. Is this supposed to be like Doom Galactus sort of situation? Huh. And then my guy Black Panther just is not going for it. So interesting. Also interesting that this thing is going to provide instinct attack with activation rate. So it's going to be like an attack buff, but for instinct damage. That's going to be huge for tier 4s, and that's going to widen the gap specifically in PvP between tier 3 and tier 4 characters, as if it wasn't wide enough and as if a lot of tier 3s even stood a chance. Now they stand none if you're going up against this card set. So because we all know how important instinct is. Yeah, you could have some diminishing returns there as well, but it's so hard to come by instinct anyway, and it requires a different sort of investment. So there is that, but yeah, we definitely got to ride out to some alliance battle on this one. We can say goodbye to the way that ABX, ABL say goodbye to these old requirements and say hello to the new 28-day, 1 month cycle. Not seeing the same old all the time. Brabbage. Man, say. See, this is the thing about the meta. When the meta is top heavy, it's a good thing because that means that there's competition. But when the meta is kind of like a pyramid, it should be kind of an upside down pyramid when you think about it. Or maybe like a diamond. With more so of the center top heavy. It should be like a top heavy diamond. But yeah, with the bulk and the meat of the characters that are able to perform well, situated more so toward the top. So in terms of Cynic Alex breakdown, you know, yeah, you can have a few characters that are beyond meta, but you know, high meta, low meta should be the bulk of you know, that's where the bulk should be. And I'm not saying just throw everybody in there haphazardly. But there should definitely be like a large pool and contingent of, you know, DPS supports or what have you, tier 4s that are, you know, in competition, as opposed to, you know, hey, I got this one character for this one day situation, because it becomes so redundant and repetitive and boring. Whereas, you know, if there's a situation where I can score just as much with Luna Snow as I can with, or I can score just as much with, say, Gamora as I can with Luna Snow, well, all of a sudden Gamora becomes useful again. I may not have Luna Snow. I may not want to build Luna Snow, but I got Gamora. I like Gamora. I got her uniform. It's free to play friendly. And they made a mistake when they pushed all of those seasonals to the top. Not saying the seasonals shouldn't have been good. They should. And I believe in their ability to be able to retain their value. But they shouldn't be the only thing there. And it shouldn't be a situation where you're losing out if you don't have it. You know, it should be a situation where the players are able to make the either or choice. Say goodbye to the old ABX. and say hello to the new requirements. I hope they age well. And I hope there's not too much overlap. And if there is, and players pointed out, I hope they are willing to get in there and relatively, change it, because it's a relatively easy fix. All right. There's 12 million. Definitely not going to get 13. Maybe if I could get off another tier 4. Yeah, maybe if I could get off another combo, maybe. Well, definitely. Like, female human hero doesn't necessarily exclude Luna. And I think that's kind of the problem also. So if they have a lot of those sort of days, and I'm gonna look at this cat's list that was posted over on Discord. Oh wow, 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 wow. I don't have a cancel striker. Shock. There we go. Nice sidestep. Jump into the tier 4, tier 3 combo. Oh wow, Thor takes forever. Okay, we gotta get him off early. Hey, that's about to get on my nerves. I keep losing time because of that. As a matter of fact, let's go with kind of want to go with Odin instead. maybe even storm. Oh, you can't set your okay. And that's something they should have added to this. Hopefully they'll add it this go around where you can set your dealer. Yeah, they'll break this shit up real quick, like, and in a nice orderly fashion, sir. Oh, you switched it. Nice. I'm actually doing quite bad. I built my tier 4 back up. Wow, they robbed me for a light. Well, I got the feeling that's gonna come back to bite me in the end. Probably technically a worse start. Can you get out the corner? Oh, this is stupid. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say I should be able to build back up to it relatively quickly. All right, we got the light that time. Where's the last one? Where's the last one? There it is. Okay. Not quite 6 million. Kind of sucks, but I'll deal with it. Anywho, it's been a pleasure hanging out with y'all once again. I ain't gonna hold you too long. We'll crank up some other world battles right quick and ride out to that. Whilst we see if the patch notes are out, and yeah. Oh, we also need to go put in the coupon code, and I think it was one other thing that I kind of wanted to go through. Let me see something. I bet that. All right. So yeah, I can dig that. Okay. This is gonna be nuts with the ABX ABL stuff. Actually, so yeah, this is actually gonna be freaking. Hold on, update news. Okay, so we got the update and maintenance at least. So it's gonna be 10/4. When did this release? November 3rd. Okay, so this was 1:30 notes. So this was early this morning. Okay, so yeah. Tier 2 selector, 100 boost points, the essence, CCF, tier 3 materials, and the energy. Looks like the maintenance is going to be running through to 7 a.m. UTC. So convert that to your time zone. For more accurate, I think for me that's like 1 a.m. I will not be on for the update. I will be on next day after, because your boy gotta work. But yeah, that's kind of how things are gonna shake out over here on this end. They did release the promo video. I expect the patch notes to drop in the next 3, maybe 4 hours or so. let's see. Yeah, last patch notes dropped at 2 in the morning, so I'm expecting something similar here. So yeah, that's usually the case. Is 2 a.m. with a few stragglers here and there. Sometimes, a little bit sooner, sometimes a little bit later. Just depends. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. I left my damn drink. Nothing special tonight, folks. Just some orange juice. It's not spiked or anything. Although I did look at my bar and just go, But we're not gonna do that. Not tonight. Say not on a school night. Yeah. I would imagine the entire community is kind of going, finally. Yep. Free Tier 4 selector for everyone. 5,000 free crystals coming soon. Yo. I mean, I'm not going to hold them, man. I am not going to hold them at all. Like, seriously, because we all saw how the crystal giveaway sort of went over with the 10-year anniversary. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is the year of the rewards. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and go out to ABX ABL. We only got 13% left on the phone anyway. Y'all make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell sound off in the comments below. And most importantly, subscribe to your boy if you want to stay up on everything we are doing over here. Easiest way to get the notifications and all of that jazz. We do mostly lives, we do live tutorials, we do live whatever. But not whatever. But you get the idea. But yeah, it's been a pleasure hanging out with y'all once again. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby, have a taste. All the